So let's talk about fear. Not anxiety, that's a whole other conversation. But the fear when your nervous system does exactly what it is built to do, when it scans your environment and sounds an alarm when you're in danger, and you react, fight, flight, freeze, you get to safety and survive. It was designed to protect you, but it was never meant to permanently paralyze you. And somewhere along the way, your fear program got distorted. Maybe you were told to just push through. Maybe your fear was dismissed and you learned not to trust yourself. Or maybe you grew up where you never felt safe and your fear never got to switch off. So it stayed on permanently, scanning, bracing, waiting, watching, on alert all the time. And now it shows up everywhere, in conversations, in relationships, in those moments just before something good is about to happen. That fear doesn't keep you safe. That fear talks you out of things before you even give yourself the chance to try. That fear keeps you in the job, in the relationship, in the life that isn't really yours but feels safer than any alternative. That fear has been quietly running the show. Just think about it. How many times have you not said the thing or not fully shown up because fear told you it wasn't safe? How many times have you not let someone all the way into your heart because fear told you that vulnerability was dangerous? How many times have you talked yourself out of something you really wanted because fear arrived first? And the thing that makes that kind of fear so quietly devastating is that it doesn't usually announce itself. It doesn't say, "Hey there, I'm fear and I'm going to stop you from living your life." It says, "Whoa, just hold on for a minute now. I don't think this is the right time. I don't think you're ready. Oh, what if it goes wrong? What will people think? And even, who do you think you are?" It sounds so reasonable, so practical, so wise. And so you listen, and your life gets a little smaller and a little smaller again. And then one day you realize you've been living inside a version of your life that fear built for you. And your life is safe. It's predictable, but it's contained and very, very small and a little bit dull if you were to be completely honest. That fear did not come from nowhere. It learned to do this. It learned in moments when being visible was met with criticism, when trying something new led to failure, when wanting things led to disappointment so painful that a part of you decided, "I will not want things anymore. I will not try. I will not be seen." Because being seen is how you got hurt. And that part, that frightened, faithful, doing its absolute best, scared part of you, made a decision to keep you small because small felt survivable. And you still feel it now when that fear activates. You feel it long before your mind catches up. The freeze, the chest that closes, the voice in your head that gets really loud really quickly about all the reasons something is a bad idea. And that is not protection. That is a nervous system running a very old, outdated program in a situation that you no longer require it to do. Your body learned to brace, and it has been bracing ever since, even in the moments when there is nothing dangerous coming, even in the moments when it's actually, finally, really safe. And what do you do with that? You don't fight it. You don't push through it and pretend it isn't there. And you don't shame yourself for having it or tell yourself you just need to be braver. You turn towards it. You notice where it lives in your body and you place your hand there and you take a breath and you get curious, not critical, curious. Because most of the time, the adult you, the resourced, capable, survived everything so far you, can actually handle this, can handle now. Think about one thing fear has been keeping you from. That thing that you keep circling back to, that you talk yourself out of, the thing that lights you up inside. Every time you let yourself think about it, you feel excited before fear arrives. What is that thing for you? Because that exact thing is where your life is trying to expand. And fear, faithful, exhausted, well-meaning fear, has been standing in the doorway thinking it was keeping you safe, when really it has just been keeping you small. Fear told you it was wisdom, it was protection, but I want to offer you something different. What if the most dangerous thing with the highest cost was not the risk that fear kept warning you about? The most dangerous thing was never finding out what your life could have looked like if you had taken one step toward that thing you want so very badly.